Hi there, my name is Polina, and I'll guide you through this 30, 60, 90 template. So overall, this template is for employee management, for HR management, that when a new employee joins our company, there will be a set of predefined tasks that have to be accomplished by this employee. And 30, 60, 90, it means that some of the tasks have to be done in the 30 days time frame, 60 days time frame, and 90 days time frame. So we'll make the onboarding pretty standardized and flexible at the same time. So with this template, it will be possible to set some default tasks which are common for every new employee, and there still will be option to give specific tasks to specific employees based maybe on their position or based on our expectations from them, these kind of things. So, as always, let's start from the beginning. This template consists of three databases: employee, onboarding task, and boarding task template. Employees, well, people we're working with. Onboarding tasks, what they have to do. So task is unique per employee. And task template is different types of tasks that have to be accomplished. So the first view we have in the left menu is onboarding task templates. So here you will be able, so this board shows us onboarding task template database. And here you can add those types of tasks that you want to be generated automatically for every new employee. So everyone has to get to know company culture, familiarize with the tool, and in the end they will have to make a performance analysis and set the goals. And every card inside has also a description which also will be copied. So you can define also default explanation, what is this task about. You can add new ones any moment, you can delete outdated ones, you can change them, so this is up to you. You can say this, there is a test task, and now we'd changed the flow a bit for every new employee. Then we go to the table which is called all employees. So here we'll have just all employees across the time. And just also here we see onboarding progress visible. You can also open any card here, like Sarah or Alex. And let's make this card a bit bigger. Here you will see all the tasks this employee has to go through, and you can check their progress on that. You can switch between different type of views, like table or board, decide what works best for you. You can also add a new type of views if you don't like neither table nor board. And there are also a few buttons here. So you can decide what do you want to see, everything, or maybe 30 and 90 days only, or 30 and 60 days, or 30 days only. So just allows you to easily switch between different time frames. And if once you have a new employee, you can create them here. So let's say here is Polina coming. You can put on here title. Okay. And what has to happen next? We have to open Polina's card, and inside there will be a button which is called Generate Onboarding Tasks. We click on it and wait a little bit. So as you see, here we have generated the tasks which we had on the previous step on onboarding task templates, and also test task which I just recently added. And there is also a formula which is called onboarding progress. You can check out the syntax here. So it just checks how many tasks are done and then divides them by the total number of the tasks and shows us the percentage. So we can see the onboarding progress based on the number of the tasks done. And also here, if I want to assign to Polina something unique, I can say that, let's say Polina has to meet most important customers in person. And we can define for which time frame will it be. It will be rearranged because we have here sort and applied, and the task will be for her. There is another pretty similar table here, which is called employees in the onboarding process. Here we just have also all the employees, but we also have a button onboarding is less than 100%. So if we click it means that it will just for us filter those employees which haven't finished their onboarding progress yet. And then here, tasks by state employee, you'll be able to see the generated tasks grouped by the employee and by the state. So here you can see like the progress of everyone who hasn't finished their onboarding progress yet. And as you see, there is also like this date field. So if we open the task, it will have any task. It will have some fields. So it will have the employee, which has to be responsible for this particular task. The state, by the way, you can change the states. This is up to you, not a problem, not hard-coded. And there is also formal, which is called phase and date. So in fact, it's like pretty simple one. So it gets the day when this task was generated. So in our case, like May 29th, and then it just plus here the duration of the phase. So it's like May 29th plus plus 60, then it will be July 28th. So this is a formula, so it cannot be changed. So it's like, we hope you will accomplish this until. It can be helpful if you want to make custom reminders, something like remind a person about their unfinished tasks when the deadline is ready. And there is also a done date field. It will be calculated automatically once we move the task to the done state. So then we will see when it's really done, how close it was to the deadline, and maybe it will help us to better analyze across the time. And last but not least, here we also have my tasks. So here we will have a filter where Fiber user is me. It's like a bit tricky part. So let's go back to the all employees and let's visualize here this column. So there can be two cases that you have. So the first one is when all the employees are not part of Fiber yet, for example, during the configuration part, and then when Fiber users are invited, when your employees become Fiber users. So then you have to say which of the employees here are which Fiber users. You can choose that manually, or you can use auto-linking based on the email. This is up to you. So let's maybe unassign me from Sarah and say that Polina Zanevich here. Once I assigned Fiber user, this filter understands like, okay, Polina is logged into the system. This is her. This is why this is her tasks, and it will show my tasks here. So this board will start working once you invite your teammates to the tool. So if you're missing some visualizations, you're very welcome like to add them with a view, a document, or instead of our README document, you can make your document for the teammates about how the process works, what the expectations are, etc. And let's check out a few automations that we have. I will share with you how this process works from technical perspective. So first of all, we have a button on the employee level, which is called Generate Onboarding Tasks. So when we click the button, what is it doing? It's like linking onboarding task templates to the employee. So all the templates that we have right now, they are linked to the employee database. And then once they are linked, this triggers another automation so that when this template is linked to the employee, in this case, we generate all the tasks, and for the task, we save the name of the template, the face, and the employee name. So for example, let's say if across the time your tasks, the template of the task will also include fields like dates, priority, these kind of things, you'll be able just to update this rule, and then it will be a part of the template as well. And regarding the onboarding task, there are also a few rules here. So this one is set done date. Remember when we changed the state and updated the date? This is the rule which is responsible for that. And there's also inactive rule, which you can, it's active, it's enabled. So there is a rule which is running on shuttle, which is checking the face and date. And if it is tomorrow and the task is still not done, then it will notify the responsible employee that, hey, the deadline for this task is tomorrow. They will receive the inbox notification about that. And if you turn it on, they will also receive it like an email and Slack. This is up to you. I think this is it. If you have any questions, you're very welcome to ask us here in comments, or let me move a face here in help and support button. Yep, human support. This is it. Thank you so much for watching.